So at Simplexity, we follow a phase gate approach to our projects, and that's regardless of whether it's a medical project or a consumer project. So we have identified a phase 0, and that's really an exploratory phase. Even for medical devices, that would not be part of the quality system. It's really to do feasibility studies and understand the technologies we would need for a project. Once a technology or a direction has been sort of proved out as feasible, we'll move on to phase 1, which is requirements and planning. So we'll work with the clients to come up with a project plan, identify what we're going to deliver in which phase, and essentially plan out what we're going to do and how we're going to design this project. In parallel with planning, we're going to work on requirements. We have to know what we're building, and we want to make sure that those requirements are testable and unique so that we can be accountable and that we can prove that we have met those requirements. During phase 2A, we work through and design the architecture of the system. And so for mechanical engineers, this might be concepts that we would present to the client and get an okay on the direction. For the electrical engineers, this will be component selections, block diagrams, thinking about power management. Firmware engineers will also be thinking about block diagram and understanding what interfaces they're going to have to work with, what communication we need between the processor and components, and working through high-level state diagrams, for example, in the design. During phase 2A, we also do risk analysis. We'll come up with a hazard analysis where we look at what are the potential hazards in the system and ensure that our architecture is designed to make the product safe for users as well as patients. During phase 2B, we build our first prototypes. This gives us a chance to do engineering confidence testing so that we can figure out what problems we have and how to fix them, do initial tests to characterize the system. For more complicated projects, we'll do multiple design build test phases called phase 2C, D, however many you need. Software development doesn't have the same design build test structure as hardware. So in software, we try to just fit in and meet the hardware needs. Phase 3 is where we do design verification. For medical devices, this is quite a formal process. We will have formally released verification plans and procedures, and those will be released, and then we will execute them during phase 3 on pre-production or production equivalent units. During phase 3, we'll run through verification procedures to ensure that the device that we've designed meets all the requirements that we worked through during phase 1. During phase 3, we'll also work to transfer the design to the contract manufacturer as well as back to the client to ensure that they have everything they need to be able to take this project to production.
Simplexity, simplifying the complex.